For example, I had done research on Mumbai, Bombay, which changed to Mumbai. So Bombay was coming to a number which was 5 and 4. Beautiful number. It was prospering, but there was no order. If you see Chinese people, they have 2 alphabet names, Lu and Fu. And see, they don't have emotions. They can eat anything.
And these letter changes or name changes or whatever, is that only on paper or it has to be done everywhere? That also is advised?
No, so I don't advise to change it on any documents. Don't change it on your Aadhaar card or PAN card anywhere. I'll just recommend you how to write. We have to write because writing is directly connected to our subconscious mind.
Okay. Namaskar. Welcome to the Meeting Point podcast. I'm Sarika, the founder and your host for this podcast, and also a yoga teacher by profession. So we've been doing these podcasts to share knowledge, to learn from every guest we meet about various subjects, right? So we've been covering podcasts on wellness and many other interesting topics. Likewise, today's podcast is on numerology. Myself and few people in my circle were very keen about the subject, very curious about the subject. कि ये होता क्या है, how do numbers work and how do they affect us? Because I know some people who have changed their names, added letters to their names and stuff like that. So therefore, in today's podcast, we have invited a good friend also and a good human being, Ssanket Popat. He has been a numerologist for many years and he also practices many other modalities. So without spending much time, let's begin with the podcast with Ssanket Popat. So Namaskar Ssanket, welcome to the Meeting Point podcast.
Thank you so much.
I was so looking forward to this.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. Always. My first curious question about numerology comes is, are there many types of numerology? Kya hai? What is all this?
Of course, there are many types of numerology.
Okay.
It is as old as civilization is as old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it is, the first numerology was done by Pythagorean, the great the mathematician Pythagorean.
Okay.
So that is called as Pythagorean numerology.
Alright.
Okay. Then we got Chaldean numerology, which is very profound, but to the surface level. Pythagorean is very deep, very. It's a lot of insights. Okay. Then we have Chinese numerology, where we can give you remedies according to even Vastu is included in that.
Oh.
Yeah. So we work on Chinese numerology with directions and your numbers and everything of that sort.
Okay.
Right. And then we have Vedic numerology, that is our Indian numerology, which works on our Indian Hindi numbers or the Devanagari script, and we work on that. So it comes from the Vedas, as ancient as Vedas is.
Wow. Many people don't know about this.
Yes, many people.
They think it is superstition, ऐसे कुछ तो belief system है.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So this is a very proven, researched science, and it works wonders.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, wow. So in India, which is the most common form that we use?
So see, commercially, Chaldean is used because it is very easy to practice.
Okay.
I can give you a spelling change in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I personally prefer Pythagorean numerology, though it is an ancient numerology, but it goes into a lot of depth and a lot of calculations are required. And we come to know about a lot of things in Pythagorean numerology. We can even tell you how your year is going to be, or how your month is going to be, or how your today's day is going to be by Pythagorean numerology.
Wow, that detailed.
Yes. So I broadcast every day, how is the energy of the day.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's based on that.
It's based on that.
So is astrology and numerology closely associated?
Very much. They are very close. See, astrology is based on the 9 planets. The 9 numbers, 1 to 9, are also associated with 9 planets.
Okay.
So the 9 planets move around the sun. The astrology is based on the same way. We use the calendar which moves around the sun. That is the reason that we use the calendar, Julian calendar.
Okay.
So astrology and numerology go hand in hand. If you check a person's astrology chart and a numerology chart together, you will find a lot of similarities and lot of great combinations of planets and everything. You'll understand that very well.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. So when somebody is consulting you for numerology, वो भी consider किया जाता है.
I don't do astrology. I don't practice astrology.
अच्छा.
But if a person knows or if a person tells me that मेरी ये दशा चल रही है या मेरा ये 7.5 चल रही है, तो of course even a numerology chart will show the same thing, and we can give remedies according to that also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you draw a chart for numerology?
Yes. So we have a software for that. So we create a numerology chart. Yes.
Oh, it's just not adding numbers and then figuring out.
No. It is a lot of calculations.
Wow. Okay. This is something that I didn't know. So what do we use? We use only the birth date, or we use the entire, like the date, month, year?
So yes,
DDMM,
we use the birth date also, which is called as your character number. Okay. So the date you are born is how you are. Okay. And the total of your birth date, that is the DD, MM, YYYY, all the 4 digits of the year.
Okay.
You have to use, and that is called as your life purpose number or your life path number. That is a very, very significant number in your life. We come to know why have you taken birth in this lifetime.
Really?
Really.
Wow. Okay. So अगर एक example लेना हो तो, or maybe my birth date.
Yes, we can use it. Tell me your birth date.
Okay. Wow. 10th June 1973.
Okay, so you'll have to calculate the total and tell me, because I'm very bad at maths.
Really? Oh, come on.
I tell you, it is. I have seen this. Extremely good numerologists are all bad at maths.
Really?
Really. We sit with a calculator to do simple calculations.
Okay, so what? 10th June, 10 and 6, 16?
And 1979 plus 1, 10, 7, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20. And this is 16. 10 plus 6, 16. Yeah.
So 10 is 1.
10. Acha, 1
10 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1.
Okay.
So 6, 1 plus 6, 7. 7 plus
20.
20. 22. 8, 9. So you are a 1 and a 9. Okay. Yeah, and see, we gel well because I am a 9 and a 1. Oh yeah. So yeah, we have similar numbers, but different at different places. So you are a 1. A 1 person would not work under anybody. Okay. They would love to do something of their own. They would love to start something. See, you started this podcasts.
Yeah.
You started on your own. Yeah. There was no partnership, no backup, nothing. So this is something which you can plunge into. They are very independent people.
Okay.
Yeah. And 9 are people who would love to do something for the society. They would love to give back to the society also. See, something, again, I'm going into it. Why are you doing these podcasts? Yes. To let things go out, let content go out. Yeah.
Correct.
You are not the one who's looking at, earning through the podcast or promoting it commercially right now.
Yeah.
But you want to give it back to the society. So that 9 is becoming active.
Okay.
So if you do other stuff also, which I know, very related to 9. You do yoga, which is also that is for the society.
Right.
That is for the well-beings, health.
Yeah.
All that comes under 9.
Oh.
Yes.
Like that. Wow. So this
and
is how
even your name numbers count a lot. So if every alphabet has a number.
Okay.
So now your name is made up of alphabets. So the total of all the alphabets in your name also comes down to a number, which shows that how your expression is, how your life, you are going to take your life ahead. How will be your soul's desire? What is your soul's desire? All that we can find out through numerology by your name.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when people change their names.
The spellings.
Like
Yes.
Double A, jo bhi,
Yes.
whatever.
Even I have changed it from SANKET to double SANKET.
Yes.
So, and I have seen massive changes after that.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay. And it has nothing to do with वो जो जब पैदा होते हैं तब पंडित जी gives you
राशि.
नहीं वो like my name in my horoscope is different than what I carry.
So see, that is a different practice for different religions and different castes.
Okay.
So everybody does not practice that.
Right.
Yeah. So normally a name is kept according to the Rashi, that is the moon sign of the child.
Okay.
So what I said, a lot of people come to me for a newborn baby's name. So they want to have a numerologically corrected spelling since the birth. So they can put it in all their documents. So I tell them that you check the Rashi, give me 8-10 names from that Rashi, and then I will check according to birth date, which is a very good name for the child, and I suggest that accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
अच्छा, उतना डिटेल में
उतना
जाते
डिटेल
हैं.
में जाते हैं. Yes.
Wow. Any interesting examples of
So,
personalities or people?
okay, so the most talked personality in India, Mr. Narendra Modi. Yes.
Okay.
We have seen massive change in India after that.
Right.
Positive as well as negative.
Right.
I don't want to be into any cult and I don't want to speak about politics. But his numbers are, he's a born 8. He's a number 8. 8 numbers are like game changers.
Oh.
Yeah. And his life path is a 5. He cannot sit at one place. You know, the foreign minister is in India and this guy is roaming all over the world. So that this is a 5. 5 ka quality kya hai? Movement. And this guy is moving. 5 ka quality kya hai? Communication. This guy is communicating. See, Ukraine and Russia both are fighting. He's talking to both the prime ministers. He has that knack. So imagine what number. He did the demonetization. Could any person think of something like that?
Correct.
The 8 number is a game changer. He could do this. Nobody else could do this.
Yeah.
Dhirubhai Ambani, he's a number 1. He created that huge empire. Ratan Tata, he's a number 1. He created a huge empire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there are certain numbers which gets you learnings also in your life. You know, for example, Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan has numbers, positive as well as not so good numbers in his chart. We have seen his life. He's gone up to the peak and gone down to the trains.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and he's again rose up. He carries a number 13 by 4, a 4 coming from a 13 in his chart, which shows that he has to learn to be disciplined. And we all know how disciplined he is. He is one person, one celebrity, one actor who is always on time on sets. You know, it's like you go to his house, it looks like it's a military house.
Okay.
Yeah, he's so organized. Everything is extremely organized in his house. So he's learning his lessons very well. That is the reason he rose up very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so one has to go to that extent. Matlab,
Yes.
numerology can be so precise.
Yes, you'll come to know what are your learnings also in this lifetime. What do you need to learn also, we can find out through numerology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And these letter changes or name changes or whatever, is that only on paper or it has to be done everywhere? That also is advised.
No, so I don't advise to change it on any documents. Don't change it on your
Okay.
Aadhaar card or PAN card
Okay.
anywhere. I'll just recommend you how to write. We have to write because writing is directly connected to our subconscious mind.
Okay.
So just by writing it for a certain number of times with a specific color pen every day gets you these changes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So even I am using this name since the last 10 years, I have not changed it in my documents yet.
Okay.
And I have seen massive changes in my life.
Yeah.
Can you believe I was an introvert? I could not speak to people. And
Okay.
here I am on TV shows, I'm doing a podcast with you and talking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of TV shows.
Yes. So that is the reason. So, your personality changes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we don't have to change it in the documents, but the names can be, one has to write it with different color pens as well.
Yes, different color pens also. Yes.
Wow. Amazing. This is fascinating actually. Never thought so much.
It is, I tell you, it is a science, but I really feel it's magic. It is magic. I'm proud to know it. So I consider myself as a magician now.
Wow. So, okay. दूसरा था कि master numbers जैसा भी कुछ होता है.
Yes,
What
master.
is that?
Master numbers are numbers which are like repeated numbers in a number. So 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, all these are master numbers. So they are here to make huge difference to the society or make it really big in their life. Okay. Again, an example, Amitabh Bachchan is born on the 11th of October. He is a master number. And we have all seen how big he's become.
Okay. All right. So, These have to be your birth dates?
Anywhere.
Okay.
11 can come as a total, 11 can come as your name number, or there are so many numbers in a chart, anywhere it can come.
All right. Okay.
Even numbers like you have a numbers like a personal year or a personal month. So means how is your year going to be, for example, 2024. We can calculate that and we'll come to know how this year is going to be.
Okay.
So even that can be 11, which can take you towards good heights, even good lows. Yeah. So that is also possible.
We can find out that also.
Yes.
So then you're mentally prepared.
For it. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So you don't sort of start depending on this, but you
it is like yes. It is like guidance. So we can get a lot of guidance. I never say I do predictions. I always say I'm giving you guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't do predictions. We are not gods.
Right. Yeah. And can this guidance be used in what? Your relationships, businesses,
of course.
Everything? Yeah.
So see, how I do it in the relationship is, if a person has a learning number in the chart, and if that number is strong in the partner's chart, it becomes a very good combination.
What is a learning number?
So there are certain numbers like karmic numbers.
Achha.
Yeah. So which if comes in your chart, for example, 13, 19, these are all karmic numbers. There are many.
Okay.
So if that is your number, and if your partner has a similar number, a pure 1, if you have a 19 in your chart, and if your partner has a 1 in your chart, then it becomes like you need to learn and your partner knows how to do it.
Okay. So you sort of complement each other.
You sort of complement each other, and then your life becomes very nice. And then again, there is a guidance, that this partner is going to teach you. So be open. Be receiving. So that way a compatibility can be checked. It is a very beautiful way of checking compatibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or if a number is missing in your chart, and if that number is present in your partner's chart, again, that is a very good combination.
Okay. But then, say, for example, if that number is missing, in general, in both of you.
Yeah.
So then how do you incorporate that? By adding
the name number we can change to a yes.
That's how those letters
So
are
normally
changed.
in India, we have this tradition of women changing their surnames after marriage. So I always tell them, if you are keen in numerology, do it when you are getting married itself and taking the spouse's surname. Now Narendra Modi has allowed maiden surnames to be kept, but still many women prefer to change their surnames.
Okay.
So when they're changing their surname, we can do the numerological check and change the spelling accordingly at that same time.
Okay.
So then the compatibility is taken care of.
Wow. And businesses also.
Same way.
Like
business, even the business name. So you have a podcast name. Even that has a number. Whether it is compatible with you or not, we need to check. And I also check, so for example, if you have registered your company, so the date of incorporation is like the birth date of the company.
Right.
So I check that date, then the name, then the owner's birth date, owner's name, and this way we make a chart and find out how good the company will do it. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Wow. Okay. It's like more or less like astrology also.
Yes.
Rashi dekh ke batate hain.
Yes.
Something similar to that again. All right. So businesses, we can do it for relationships also. What about travel? I've heard people plan their travel also accordingly.
So see, as I said, every name is a number. So every city has a name.
Right.
It has a number.
Okay.
Now, this is not a very common practice, but who all are very deep into numerology, they do that. If I'm going to a certain destination, they check the numbers of the destination and find out whether it is compatible to us. Or even the name of the hotel they're going to stay, or the room number. Room number is very commonly used.
Achha.
Yeah. So nobody prefers to stay in a room number 13. And if in many countries, they don't have even 13 on the elevators. Lifts and So that is because of numerology. It's a karmic number. So 13 number flats are not there, 13 floor is not there, 13 room numbers are not there in hotels. So you can, if you stay in a hotel room which is 6, you are going to have that family time. You are going to spend it very nicely. If you are going for a 1 or a 8 room number, you will do your business over there. If it's a business meeting or a business trip, you will be very successful.
Okay.
So that ways. So even room numbers of that. So for example, I had done research on Mumbai, Bombay, which changed to Mumbai. So Bombay was coming to a number which was 5 and 4. Beautiful number. It was prospering, but there was no order.
Bombay.
There was no order. See, it was like at that time. I am from Mumbai, so I know we had a lot of mafia going on and underworld thriving, because the number was 5 and 4, which shows that there is no consistency.
Okay.
And then it changed to Mumbai, which became a 22 and a 4, which became a Bhaskar number with the 4, which gets discipline, law and order. And see now, Mumbai it's one of the best cities to live in. It is very disciplined. So just the name change of a city also has tremendous effect on the people living there. For example, you're from Pune.
Yes.
Yeah, Pune is a number 2, moon energies. So moon energies are laid back. They want to relax. Many shops are closed during the afternoons. People need to take a nap in the afternoons. So they're very chilled. They're not running around as Mumbai people are running around.
Okay.
Bombay, you will see people running around. The local trains are always full.
Yeah.
That's not the case in Pune.
And I don't know what association maybe now my number has, but I always love coming to Mumbai. I get charged.
Yes, you get charged because, of course, the numbers are going to charge you. The numbers are going to charge, and your life path is a 1. So you will enjoy here.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Even film stars. So you know who is Yusuf Khan?
Yusuf Khan.
Dilip Kumar was called as Yusuf Khan.
Right.
And Dilip Kumar's numbers were, he's also 11 birth date, and he had a 13/4 in his name.
Okay.
And now he's changed to Dilip Kumar, which is coming to a 9 and a 7, which gets you a lot of fame. And he did so many things for the society, so much for the cinemas, so much for the industry. So that is where. You know who's Rajiv Bhatia?
Rajiv Bhatia, yes. Name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Akshay Kumar was Rajiv Bhatia.
Okay.
So he had a master number 22, which was not. He was just a chef in Bangkok.
Yes.
And see, he's not corrected it numerologically. Coincidentally, because his stars were good, he got a very good name, Akshay Kumar, which is a combination of 3, 6, 9 in a chart. Okay. 3, 6, 9 in a chart in Pythagorean is called as a magical combination.
Okay.
Yeah. And see where he is right now. All hits.
Yeah. So you said 3, 6, 9, or you are referring the numbers in between by 6/4 or something.
22/4.
22/4.
So a 4 coming by a 22. 22 ka total is a 4. So 4 coming from a 22 is a 22. That is a master number. Okay. And a 4 coming from a 13 is a karmic number.
And then abhi aapne jo Akshay Kumar ka bola wo?
369. So his name numbers are 36 and his birth date number is a 9.
That way.
So that way, the whole chart, he gets a 369 ka combination.
Got it.
Yeah.
So consider the name,
the birth date,
and the entire number also.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yes. And we use a Julian calendar for this?
Yes, we use the Julian calendar.
Because of the sun.
All the planets move around the sun. Julian calendar is based on the sun movement. So that is the reason we use the Julian calendar.
Okay. What about suggestions for health or prediction for health?
Of course. So if, as I told you, we can calculate personal year numbers, personal month numbers, personal day numbers. So if you are having a master number or a karmic number, you may see health issues coming up in your life.
Okay.
So for example, 11 is a master number which is ruled by moon. So moon is the main planet which works on our mental health. Okay. So you might have mood swings, you might have anxiety, you might go into depression also. So we can come to know that whether the numbers are affecting you or not. And we can give a remedy according to that, and some very simple remedies, and we can take care. I've done this case. I had a case of an 80-year-old uncle who was paralyzed. Okay, so the kids of the uncle knew me well and they were firm believers of numerology.
Okay.
So they said, Sanket, can you help? I said, I've never done this before. Let me try. I gave him a number which is for independence. He will become independent. He couldn't write because he was paralyzed. His family used to sit around him and write the new spelling for him. And in almost like a month's time, he messaged me from his own mobile phone that I can do basic things on my own now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So he could use the phone. He could go to the washroom. See, we cannot undo the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. But at least even that independence that you can go to the washroom on your own, it's quite a big thing. Yeah. So something like this also can be done.
Okay. Wow. Achha, so just by name of additions.
Yeah.
Wow. Wonderful. What are these moon numbers and sun numbers? ऐसा भी होता है क्या?
क्या?
Moon numbers, sun
So
numbers.
moon numbers कुछ नहीं होता है. Moon signs होता है.
Moon signs होता है.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there
no
are the zodiac signs. Yeah. That doesn't
okay.
come.
And then there are master numbers.
Master numbers we spoke
Are
about.
there any other?
So karmic numbers.
And karmic numbers.
Yeah, there are many numbers. There is something called as growth number. There is something called as maturity number. How will you be when you mature? There is something called as attitude number. What is your attitude towards others? So this is there are so many numbers. So many numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can come to know about a person's character, a person's hobbies, likes, everything. I'll give you one more example. A mother came to me that my son is having his 10th standard coming up and he's only interested in sports and playing outside. He's not studying at all. So I said, I'll do a spelling change for him, but you promise me that you will not use this spelling after 1 year. After his 10th is over, we will stop using the spelling. Why? I'll tell you. Because I gave him numbers which are very serious numbers.
Okay.
So he was born with his name, original name was very childish, playful, kiddish numbers. So he was a very playful kid, child, you know. He used to play cricket 24/7.
Okay.
And I gave him very serious numbers. And actually he became very serious. His 10th standard, he scored amazingly well. But and I knew the family. So I told them, now go back. Let the child go back to his childfulness. You know, we don't take away the child. You know? So that way. So even we can use numerology even for a temporary time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can decide when you want to use just the birth number, like the date, or the full. वो भी instances पे depend करता है?
No, so I told you, no. So birth date number is the character, and the total is the life path.
Yeah.
So they are very two different numbers.
Okay.
So you are a 1 character and a 9 life path.
Okay.
So 1, that is the reason you'd like to do everything on your own. And 9 is you want to do something for the society. You want to make a cult. You want to do something big.
Okay.
Or even spirituality attracts you.
So if something has to be changed, then you will consider all these numbers and then factor it.
Yes, because there are certain numbers friendly with certain numbers. There are certain numbers which are not so friendly with certain numbers. So I have to make sure if I am giving you a spelling change, I should give you a friendly number which with your birth date. I cannot have unfriendly numbers with your birth date and your name numbers. Then you will have a very eventful life.
Okay.
Yeah, because we cannot keep enemies in the same house, right?
Right.
Yeah, we want friends to stay together. Then of course they'll all grow. So that is the way we check the compatibility, and according to date of birth, I give a spelling change of the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, as you said, based on your previous example, kitna time use karna hai, that is also something that
but that is mainly for students or mainly or somebody who just wants to get married and so then to attract a partner. We don't want to attract partners throughout the life.
Correct. Yeah.
So that ways we can have a temporary spelling change also.
Okay. Any interesting stories or examples?
I have so many. As I told you, this student of mine, I have so many cases where we have done the spelling change to attract a partner and they got engaged in around 2-3 months times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Careers
also. Yes, we can give guidance. Career guidance also can be given through numerology.
Okay.
So, a number 1 person, I would never recommend you to take a job.
Acha. Yeah, I was never happy in a job.
You will never be happy. You don't like a boss.
Okay.
You will never like a boss. You're a son. If you're going for a job, you want a senior position.
Okay.
So,
Acha.
so that is your this. 9 can be very good teachers. You're a yoga teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will give everything what you know.
I love teaching.
You love teaching because you're a 9. I love teaching. I teach numerology. I give everything. They're like, how, everything we know, that is right. So 9s are excellent teachers.
Okay.
So 3 are very creative people. 6 are very attractive people. Maximum film stars are 6.
Okay.
Yeah. They shine. 6 is Venus. Venus is the brightest star in the sky. So to have a 6 in your chart is very lucky. So numbers can help you choose a career also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any actors also who have changed their name knowingly, like Akshay Kumar and Dilip Kumar? This happened.
So I'll tell you, Ajay Devgan.
Acha.
Ajay Devgan has DEVGN now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Acha.
And I don't know whether should I say it, but he had continuous flops after that.
Okay. Acha, after that.
After that.
Okay.
He made that big movie Shivai and it flopped very badly.
Yeah.
And I checked, it's not a good number. So that was done by Chaldean numerology and I had checked it through Pythagorean. I know, I practice Chaldean numerology also. So when I give a spelling change, I check with Pythagorean numerology, even with Chaldean numerology, and give a combination.
Okay.
So it takes time. I take 2-3 days time from my clients to I'll take time. It's on a tabletop numerology.
Right. हाँ, ऐसे बैठे नहीं होता.
नहीं होता है.
Correct.
I take time.
And then you need a lot of information from them before
Yes.
And also why they want to change.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I tell them, you give me your date of birth, you give me your legal name, any pet names if you have, and then desire for a spelling change. And send it to me by email. So I have it in writing.
Correct.
So that is very important for me. What is the desire? What is the desire at the moment? See, at the moment, if you want this podcast to go very high, we'll change the spelling accordingly. If you want your yoga classes to go very high, we'll change the yoga classes. Correct. If you want your relations to become better, we'll change your spelling accordingly. So that is the reason. So all that matters.
Okay.
So there are, I've seen certain guys and girls, they are like, I don't want any relationship in my life. I want my career to grow. I want 6-7 digits in my bank account. That's it. I don't want a partner. Okay. So I give them a number accordingly.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're more focused on their careers. They will not go haywire,
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said this is an ancient practice, right?
Yes.
I'm just wondering, how did they go about in those ancient times also? मतलब कैसे सूझा होगा उनको?
See, I'll give you an example. Again, one more thing is like, if you have an alphabet missing in your name, again, that is a learning for you.
Okay.
So if you must have noticed, our forefathers used to keep such long names. Such
now
long
that
names.
You mention.
Yeah. And they used to use the full name with a middle name.
Yes.
Or even add your profession as the last name.
Yes.
So why? Because to add so many alphabets to your name, so your learnings become less in your lifetimes.
Matlab?
So see, now there is nowadays we keep a name like Adi.
Yeah.
ADI. Okay. So, Adi Shah, समझो. तो ADISH. इतने ही alphabets हैं. Rest all the alphabets are missing.
Okay.
So the value of that number becomes your learning in life. So if 2 is missing, so the 2 becomes your learning of your life. 2 is how to be, compatible with others, how to be loving, nurturing. So this person would not be like that. This person would be very arrogant. This person would be very independent in thought process. He would not have emotions.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way, having a longer name makes a lot of difference. I always recommend at least have a 5-6 alphabet name.
Acha. Now they're getting shorter and shorter.
Shorter and shorter.
I'd seen a reel, a very
And
funny
see, we again,
Yeah.
see, if you see Chinese people, they have two alphabet names,
Yeah.
Lu and Fu.
Yeah.
And see, they don't have emotions. They can eat anything. They can be ruthless.
Yeah.
So then, so many learnings. They're not growing only. See, they're doing good with exports. They're making money. But what is their life? They are all like robots.
Yeah. So from that
So
angle.
our ancient people knew all these sciences very well, and they used it very well. It is after the British invasion, when the Vedas and everything was taken away, and the British conquered us, and the colonization happened, then everything started going away.
Wow. Okay. Now that you mention, actually, now I'm looking back,
Yeah.
the names were very long.
Very long
And
names.
yes, their designations or not designations, the qualifications,
Yes.
and they would always make it a point to write.
Yes.
Okay, so the more letters you have, the more
Yes.
characters
Yes.
get associated with the name.
See, even if you see South Indians use a longer name than also North Indians. So South Indians are very, very contented in life.
Yeah.
North Indians are not as compared to.
Okay. Very different angle again.
Yes,
altogether.
yes.
Alrighty. So, master numbers are all those double numbers
Yes.
that you mentioned. So, even that's why many people say ki 11 hua hai ya.
So that is called as
those
angel
two.
numbers. That is
Angel
very different.
numbers.
That is not numerology.
Acha. Okay.
That is a sign that angels are around you and you can do your manifestation at that time.
All right.
Yeah. So that is not numerology,
Okay.
but it's angel numbers. So
I don't know if this is a relevant question. I've seen many people write numbers on their palms or कहीं
Yeah.
लिखते हैं. वो क्या होता है?
So see, there is a number called as Kua number in Chinese numerology.
1.
Kua number.
Kua number.
Kua.
Okay.
It's supposed to be your lucky number. So you can write your Kua number on your palm.
Okay.
There is something else also called as switch words and switch numbers, which is used. We can have a full podcast for that.
अच्छा,
Yeah.
वो अलग ही topic है
Yes,
ना?
अलग ही topic है. So
Switch numbers.
switch numbers, where you can use those numbers and just write those numbers on your body, and you'll see changes in your life. And
Okay.
as fast as if you have a headache, and if I give you a number for headache, you write the number with a blue pen on your hand anywhere, you will see in 3 minutes your headache is gone. Really.
Switch numbers.
Switch
Okay.
numbers.
And what was the other thing you said?
Switch words.
Switch words.
Yeah.
Okay, so you use words for something.
Yes.
अच्छा, ऐसा भी होता है, ये मुझे नहीं पता था.
Yes. Oh my God, our
Okay.
spiritual world is full of magic. It is like there are switch words even to clear traffic, and I've seen it happening.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's as beautiful as that. You believe in the magic and it actually works for you. Yes.
Yeah. And you deal with lot of magical modalities, no?
Yes.
Numerology is one. What
Yes.
else?
Tarot card reading,
Yeah.
past life regression.
Okay.
Yeah. I am a meditation coach. Then sound healing. Lot of stuff.
Lot of stuff. Yeah. Anything else we need to know about numerology?
It's vast. I can speak about on it for days. Yeah, but it's like it's like an ocean. You just have
Like an
to go in and dip yourself
yeah,
inside.
yeah. And and of course, if people want to know more, they should come to you.
Yes, they can anytime.
Right, because you said every letter has a number associated with
Yeah.
it, and so much of calculation. मुझे लगा था बस वो numbers add करो and then you get a number and then you figure out things.
No.
There's lots.
It's a lot. So that is the reason I say don't go up for this tabletop numerologies. It will give. I'll give you an example. A person had got a newborn baby's numerology done by somebody, and after the namkaran, the naming ceremony, the baby felt so sick that could not take. They'd done the namkaran in the hospital only after the baby was born.
Okay.
The baby could not take a discharge. The baby felt so sick.
Okay.
And then they consulted me. I checked. I was like, this is a tabletop numerology, but this numerology will work only after the baby is 10 years old, not at this moment. In fact, it is a negative number right now for the baby. So we changed the name again, They changed into the documents again, and after around 15-20 days, the baby was discharged.
Wow.
Yeah. There was one more guy who was like doing fabulous in his life. And I had seen his chart. He had lovely numbers. Yeah, I had told him also, don't get numerology done. Still, he went, that curiosity. He went to somebody else. They changed his spelling. He went down the drains. His business collapsed. He went into depression.
Wow.
Yeah. And luckily, it was my family friend, so I came to know about it. I said, go back to your name.
Achha.
Just go back to your original name. Don't play. This is fire. Certain people don't need it. If you're doing good in life, you don't need to go to a doctor if you're not sick.
Correct.
So why, he said, I want a growth in life. I said, you're doing so well. You have a beautiful relationship. You have everything in life. Why do you want to change it? Why do you want to simply, हम बोलते हैं ना, उंगली करने जाता है.
So, say for example, if I want somebody in my family to, the person doesn't know, but I want I want to check if there is any possibility for this number. वो भी कर सकते हैं?
We can check, but we cannot do a spelling change for them because spelling change has to be, the name has to be written by the person. You cannot write for your husband.
Okay.
That will not work. It will work, but not as good as writing for yourself.
अच्छा, meaning आपने बोला था वो you have to keep writing. हाँ, so that person.
Yeah,
okay.
You can get it checked. So, for example, compatibility, if somebody is getting married and they've got 3-4 proposals, they can show me 3-4 proposals and I can tell you which is the best proposal for the person.
Okay.
So that ways we can do.
Okay.
And again, according to the desire. Nowadays, girls come to me, I don't want a romantic Shah Rukh Khan. I want somebody who will get 8 digits in my bank account. They're very clear. Yeah. So I don't want a lovey-dovey partner. So I'll choose a partner accordingly for them.
Okay.
And some girls or some boys also, they want a very loving, compassionate partner. So we'll choose a partner accordingly to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And अभी आपने जो example दिया ना baby का where they did the नामकरण in the hospital. So is there any age when one should consult for numerology?
Nothing. I changed it 10 years back.
Okay.
And I just started writing. See, yes, when it's a newborn baby, it's best to do it so you can document it and the baby will use it lifelong. Because if I tell you to write, how many years you will write? I have seen changes, so I have been writing since 10 years. And I had 2 karmic numbers in my original chart. Okay. I had stopped writing for some time and I had miserably fallen sick for 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I again started writing and I'm back. Wow. So age best is newborn babies, but there is no otherwise. As I told you, the 80-year uncle also got it done who was paralytic. I got it done at 35. Okay. So there is no age limit.
All right.
Even my daughters do it. So they do it only when they see that something is not happening good in their life, they start writing the name. So it happens like that. So kids are like that.
Yeah. For them, it's
yes.
I think once they grow older, they will
probably start writing it consistently. Yeah. Yes.
Even I personally didn't know there was so much to numerology.
Yes.
It was many a times associated with कि नहीं यार वो dependency नहीं चाहिए.
Yes.
वो superstition नहीं चाहिए.
Yes.
But
so this is not superstition. This is not dependency. This is just like a motivation. This is a push.
Correct. To go in the right direction for you.
Right.
Wow. Wonderful. I'm looking at numerology from a different angle now.
Yes.
All thanks to you.
Yes. So because there are commercial people who don't say all this. They'll just give you a spelling right now. And they'll force you to change it officially because they have agents for that. So they can make double money for that.
अच्छा वो सब भी होता है.
वो सब भी होता है.
Wonderful. So Ssanket is the safest bet. You should go and consult. On that note, Ssanket, thank you so much.
Most welcome, Sarika.
This was a lot of information for me.
Yes.
I have to process it now. Thank you so much for coming.
Namaste.
And I hope all the viewers also enjoy listening to our conversation and probably see if you need to, make any changes in your life or your future. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Welcome. Blessed be everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.